What's going on, traders? This is Mike with Tactical Traders doing some end of the day scans today on January 15th, 2021. And right now I am looking at ticker symbol AMC on the daily chart over the past year of price data. So interesting chart. The number one reason why this came onto my scanners today is because the incredible amount of volume right here. This volume bar, this blue bar right here, represents the volume for today's action. And as you can see, over the entire year, this has been the most volume all year. So a lot of eyes are on this ticker. So I decided to pull up the daily chart and highlight some areas of interest and see if we could possibly make a profitable trade plan off the current setup. Before I go into that trade plan, I just want to, or I should say the breakdown, the video breakdown. I do want to say that this is in an overall pretty bearish trend, as you can see through the 200 SMA and the 50 SMA. And I'm going to be going over this in a bullish thesis. So even though the overall trend is bullish, we're actually going to be looking at this for maybe a possible bounce or even a reversal. So let's go into the chart and highlight some areas of interest. So we can see the $2 mark has been an area of support for quite some time. We have pull it up. We have a bounce right here off this tall wick right here, and this wick as well. Came down, got pretty close to over here back in October, bounced off of that, and as came back down, retested that 2 area again, and it started to bounce off of that. But as you can see, during this bounce, we're starting to see a build in volume. So very interesting here. And oh, by the way, traders, this is about 6 minutes to close. So if this candle's still moving, it's because we are still inside market hours. So pretty interesting. We have a bounce and we have volume building before this big burst of volume came in. And we did get some price movement, only about 40 cents, but nothing too much. But like I said, there's going to be a lot of eyes on this. So if you're looking to trade this and maybe look for a possible setup here, this is overall going to be a bounce play, a bounce off support. So I do recommend scaling in. And when I say scaling in, meaning not going in a full position size, maybe starting off with a certain amount of shares, maybe 500 shares, 1,000 shares at a time, slowly adding in if the price does give you a better entry. But, starting along between this $2.30 and $2 range, absolutely logical to me. The great part about this bounce right here is, say we do get in at the 230 mark, you can have a tight stop loss below the low of the year, the 191. So pretty low risk in my opinion, especially if you're scaling in, you can lower your average down to close to that 2 range. However, if we do break this low, I wouldn't say that this is the trade to go forward with anymore. I would actually cut losses at that point, reevaluate, and just really see what's going on in the chart once again. So very interesting. If you're looking for a swing trade, definitely a bounce off support right down here and there too. And we can see if we have another bounce like we have in the past. At least going up to about the $4 range, maybe the $3.50 range. But as you can see, bounced off this too, came up to here to this $4 range. And let's highlight that right now. And without any surprise, you can see that it was resistance here, came back down, hit that bounce, hit a resistance here, get the $4, came down a little bit more, and then broke through that with an increased amount of volume, and then it became support. And that's very common when you see areas of resistance break to the upside. It does get back tested very often. Support bounced off that, came back down, bounced off it, support again, bounced off that, bounced for a second or held its ground for a second before failing that, and now it's been acting as resistance once again. So seeing a bounce from the low 2s up to the high 3s, maybe 4, absolutely a nice logical play for me. Volume's great, a lot of eyes on this ticker, and we can keep a nice tight stop loss between the low of the year. All right, traders. Well, I hope you liked this video. If you did, please hit that like button. It helps us out a ton. Subscribe to the channel for more videos like this. We do post them daily. If you want to jump into the chat room with us, you can contact us through tacticaltraders.com, and through that, you can get access to our live 24/7 chat room. Thank you for watching, traders, and until next time, stay profitable.